grinders out of Cedar Song. We'll be making these tunes until the weed is gone. We sonic boom, keep the metaphor going. From the farm to the lab, but you already know it. Another season from the seed to the bong. It's a never-ending cycle, so we never stop growing. Check the style, y'all, I've never been a clone. Cali dad, I got a style on my own. I live in the forest, no shortage on trees. Got a jar in every drawer.
With the 18th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jack Campbell, linebacker, Iowa.
Favorite interview? We're good.
He did an interview at the Combine, really just set the bar in terms of from an intelligence standpoint.
Chris,
Jack, you're going to sit right there, brother.
We're going to get right into football, man.
Yes, sir. I asked you, could you play Will? Is that a thing that you would be up to?
I'll play anywhere.
Love it. And what about on ball, Jack? Are you primarily off ball backer?
I've never played on ball, but
Gotcha.
I would definitely go footballs to the ball and just give it a shot.
The interview was, man, it was impressive. There was an energy about him. There was an awareness. There was an instinctiveness.
About to make you put them notes down, Jack. You don't need those. You got this.
Football smarts wise, the guy's amazing. He's a guy, he can make the calls for you on defense. He's like another coach in the field there.
It's one thing to sit there and teach him something, watch it, and then you throw him curveballs, something you hadn't talked about. You just want to see how they react to it.
It all starts with film study at the linebacker position. Everything you do is going to be mental. Nothing's more important than me than being able to perform at the highest level and put my teammates in the best positions possible to go make plays. If I make a mistake, I kind of like being able to be the first one to raise my hand and just get like a bunch of chewing tobacco in my eye.
I thought it was pretty funny in our scout meetings when we were meeting in April, and they keep saying he's a Dan Campbell guy, and Jack was one of those guys.
Jack, how long have you been playing football?
Since like fourth grade.
That's all I did.
Yeah, I love it.
Where are you originally from?
From Cedar Falls, Iowa. I grew up there my whole entire life.
Yeah, you knew you was going to Iowa, right?
Now I want to be a UNI Panther. My dad played left guard there from 85 to 89. Like that's the guy who kind of got me into football.
Got it. You got a bright future ahead of you, bro.
Yes, sir. No, I appreciate it.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
Very impressed, Jack.
Thank you, sir.
Very good job, man. Very nice to meet you, man.
Good luck to you.
You did a good job, man.
Appreciate it. Nice to meet you, Coach.
Like I was saying, when he left out the room, me, Dan, AG looked at each other and was like, damn, that's going to be hard to top right there. And because it was just exceptional.
This is great. This is great.
What's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another video on today. This is Raw Detroit. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about Jack Campbell because, man, this is a dude that I definitely knew that was going to be a legit football player in the NFL, whether he got drafted by the Lions or he got drafted by somebody else. Jack Campbell was born to be that dude. I watched a lot of his highlights and a lot of his film when he was at Iowa, and pretty much kind of predicted that the Lions would draft this guy. I did a video on it, so you can always go into the archives. If it's not on Raw Detroit, you can also go to Raw Podcast. You'll find that video that I did, and I talked about Jack Campbell, and I talked about the Lions drafting this guy. Very interesting that he really worked out and everything came to fruition. And Jack Campbell is nothing but a stud, and I think that he's going to get better and better every year. We knew that Alex Anzalone days would be numbered, even though, I'm going to shout out to Alex Anzalone too as well, because he played good when he was with us. He had his moments, but at the same time, man, when he came back from that injury and he had the stitches in his forearm and we really needed him, Alex Anzalone came through. But last season, Jack Campbell was the man. He was all over the field, making plays everywhere. And we knew that he was going to be headed for a big day, especially a big payday. We knew that he was going to be headed for that. And the Lions gave it to him. Well-deserved, getting a 4-year deal for $81 million, with 51 of that, 51.5 being fully guaranteed. So he's going to be set. I know his family's going to be happy. And if you're a Lion fan, you're going to be happy because now you got your guy in the middle, and now you just need to build around him. So You continue to build around him. You continue to build that defensive line around Aiden Hutchinson, and you continue to get the secondary pieces that you need to be a good football team. Now, we're going to see what Terrion Arnold does this year, and hopefully we get a chance to see Enix Rexstraw, because I really want to see what Enix Rexstraw brings to the table. But if you look at it, guys, you got 1 down and 3 more to go. You got 1 guy that has gotten signed, and now we're going to have to figure out what the Lions are going to do, because Jahmyr Gibbs is going to get a huge deal. We know that Etienne from Devon Etienne from the Miami Dolphins got a huge deal, and Breece Hall got a nice deal from the Jets. So you know that Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs are going to get huge deals. But definitely, I can't wait to see how much they're going to give Sam Laporta, how much they're going to give Gibbs, and how much they're going to give Brian Branch. But Jack Campbell, well-deserved. The dude just puts on his hard hat and goes out there and plays football, man. And that's what you wanted, man. You want to do, when you want a linebacker, man, you want a dude that can flat-out play. Now, the only thing that I think that Jack Campbell needs to get better in is coverage. That's it. Once he gets better in coverage, he's going to be an all-purpose linebacker, which means that he can do it all. He can blitz. He can tackle. He can stop the run. He's good against the run. But once he gets really, really good in coverage, that's really going to set him apart. And that's what kind of made Fred Warner of the San Francisco 49ers a really, really good linebacker for the 49ers for a long time, is that he was good in coverage. And he was just a flat-out good linebacker. And that's what I see for Jack Campbell. I see that Jack Campbell is going to get better. I see that Jack Campbell is going to be that dude. And now Detroit has to be able to build this defense around him and Aiden Hutchinson and Kirby Joseph, as well as Brian Branch. Now, I don't know how long Kirby's going to play. That I don't know and can't predict. But whenever Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph come back, this defense is going to be crazy. Aleem McNeil, he turns back to his old form. The defense is going to be good. And then Talik Williams being better in year 2 is going to help this Lions have one of the best defenses. I think since the Lions have been under Brad Holmes, they have not had a top 10 defense yet. And that's what we're waiting on, man. We're waiting on this team to turn into a top 10 defense, because the biggest thing with the Detroit Lions is not the offense. It's being able to stop the opposing opponent, being able to slow down their quarterback, being able to get sacks on the quarterback and pressures on the quarterback. So those are the things that the Lions gotta, they gotta take care of this season. And I think that they will. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I want to see this defense be lights out. And let's just keep it a hundo. I know you, as a Detroit Lion fans, want to see this defense be lights out. We have one of the best offense in the league. The weapons that we have on offense are only going to get better, and they're going to be really, really good this season. I definitely think that Jahmyr Gibbs is going to still be Jahmyr Gibbs. I definitely think that Amon-Ra is still going to be Mr. Consistent on the team. And I definitely think that J-Mo is going to only get better. And then Sam Laporta, we'll see how he comes back off of his injury. But shout out to Jack Campbell again, man. Shout out to the Detroit Lions for locking up their man in the middle, the linebacker that's been causing havoc and just playing lights out football. We needed a linebacker like Jack Campbell, and I'm glad that I talked about this guy a couple years ago, because we ended up drafting him. He ended up panning out, and a lot of people at the time was questioning, why did Brad Holmes draft a linebacker in the first round? Now you know why the Detroit Lions did what they did. All right, guys, I'm signing out. Peace.